This show is called Pretty Smart, so I'm curious, what attracts you more in a partner, beauty or brains?
Brains. I'm a sapiosexual all the way.
Absolutely. Aren't brains beauty? I mean, I do like me some beauty, but brains are very, very, very important and absolutely can change the way you see someone.
Absolutely.
For sure. I think long term too, you could be attracted to somebody's beauty instantly, but like if you're going to like spend time with them and, build a life with somebody, you want somebody that is equipped.
Humor.
Romantic partner or just friendship partner?
Romantic.
Romantic partner?
Yes.
Oh man, they gotta be a good dancer. That's mine overall.
A good dancer overall. How do you know though?
No, they gotta be smart and they gotta be funny. But
yeah, I think it's humor. Like that's the thing that's what you hear right away is if someone's funny.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love the laugh. Mm-hmm.
And when thinking about classic sitcoms that are centered around a group of friends, do you have a favorite show that comes to mind?
Will and Grace. I remember watching that growing up, and I just think that those 4 actors are absolute brilliant technicians, the best there's ever been. I love that show.
Yeah, one of my favorite sitcoms growing up was Cheers. I love Cheers. That was a good one. I still watch it at night when I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Friends, definitely, probably my favorite.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother is a great show too. 2.5 Men.
For me, it's Will and Grace. I just love Will and Grace. I used to watch that show on repeat. If you plot me down in the middle of any Will and Grace episode, I can find my way out. I know all the lines.
That's me with How I Met Your Mother, so I love that for you.
This show was created by a lot of the same team that made How I Met Your Mother.
Right, which is why I loved it so much.
Oh, thanks.
And Cynthia, I absolutely loved your character. Solana was such a dynamic character, and as a Latina, I really loved that she had a background in law. Exactly.
Yes.
What do you hope season 2 has in store for her?
We got to see a lot of her spiritual, energetic work and a lot of that side of her. I think something that really drew me to the character was that other side, really like fierce, strong boss lady that she is. And I just want to see more of that. I want to explore more of that because it's so much fun to navigate between both, to see her in like her really intense moments, but then also wish you love and light. Like I want to see more of that. I want to see, I obviously we do our backstories on why, our characters are where they are in life and how they got to where they are. But I would love to explore more of that little clink in her brain, in her psyche that made her want to go into healing and just see more flashbacks of that time in her life where she was just starting to become a healer. I would love to explore that more.
Definitely. And Greg, you and Emily are both Disney stars. I grew up watching both of your shows, so big fans of you both. I know you guys got the chance to kind of reconnect on Young and Hungry, where you appeared in an episode there. Did you guys actually get the chance to meet while you were in your Disney days, or how did you guys meet?
Emily and I have known each other, I think now for about 15 years. I think she's remarkable. I've known her. I don't even remember when, but it was in our teenage years for sure. Disney likes to keep their sort of talent. Always sounds really, but they like to keep their people, in and around each other. So, I've seen Emily grow as a person and also as an artist. I think she is such a great anchor for this show. I knew when I went to set on day one and when I knew she was on, doing the show, just my shoulders relaxed because I knew we had an absolute pro as the anchor. So she's been there, she's done it, and she's very capable to do it again. And so I think we all feel very lucky to be working with her.
Olivia, what was it like for you building that sisterly dynamic with Emily on screen?
It was wonderful. The worst. No, it was wonderful and not too much of a stretch. I said right away when I met Emily. I actually have a sister 2 years older than me named Emily, who is incredibly smart. She's a teacher, and we're complete opposites. And in many ways, I mean, we're sisters, like we still fight and stuff. And in many ways, this is very healing. And just wonderful, because sister dynamics and sibling dynamics, I have a bunch of siblings, mean a lot to me. And seeing where these two really look out for each other. That's what my mom always says. At the end of the day, you'll always have each other. And these two really have each other's backs.
Absolutely. And Emily, fans have already noted that your character on the show is a complete 180 from Gabby on Young and Hungry. Would you say, which character would you say is more true to your own personality?
Oh, Chelsea. Gabby was always a little lost at sea. I think she was easily distracted by things that worked in the moment for her. And Chelsea's a little more thought out. She's a little more methodical. She's got a better head on her shoulders, I'd say. And I definitely connected more with the Chelsea character, just with a little bit more like, she's got a couple more walls up than Gabby does. Gabby's a little too gullible, a little too trusting. Love her, but yeah.
And last question for you all. If you could pick one of the Pretty Smart characters to be stranded on a deserted island with you, who would you pick and why?
I would pick Grant, because I'd be in really great shape.
I would pick Jaden, because hopefully he can get his phone out, a video goes viral, and then he can, it can rescue us.
Yeah, Jaden will find service somewhere.
Surely, yeah.
I also pick Grant because I feel like Grant could like build me a house.
Yes, strength.
Grant could, Greg couldn't, but Grant definitely could.
No, definitely Grant.
Oh, Grant, probably.
Really? Oh, that's smart. That's a smart choice. He'll like protect you and build a house.
I think it's the smart choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can save us. He can protect me, lift things.
Right? I'd pick Jaden, and that's a terrible choice because we would both just be like, how do we get off this island, and never get off.
I'm thinking survival.
You're smart. You're the smart of pretty and smart.
Definitely. I mean, Grant seems to be the popular answer based on everyone else's responses. But
Greg's like, anyone but myself.